Guys, we are so back. Welcome back to Performance Racing League action. It's been a couple of weeks. We're kicking off Season 17 tonight for our Midweek Tier 1. We are at Suzuka, which should be interesting. I have no idea how it's going to play with these cars, but I guess we're going to find out in a few minutes' time. And get it set up here. The slate has been wiped clean. Your mistakes of seasons past no longer exist. Kobe Plays is still your defending champion. That will always exist for Season 16. But if it didn't go well for you, you got a new opportunity starting right now. I think Season 16 was a pretty good one generally. A lot of different winners, a lot of different podium sitters. I think we tied a record for the most podium sitters and winners in a single season. So hopefully more of the same when it comes to that this time around. All right, it's a white dot, which means it could be 4 different cars. So first driver out on track is your defending Midweek Tier 2 champion, and Turner. He's made the jump, got the invite into the big leagues. Super duper consistent last season. Helped him gain points every week. Fought off some really good Midweek Tier 2 drivers, and has gotten the invite. 20 cars, not quite a full grid. Or it's 22 now with the Cadillacs joining. That's Turner and Marijuanizer in those Cadillacs tonight. We'll stay with Turner. He'll be the first driver to put down a lap. And we'll go on board. Get the straight line mode. More aerodynamic look for the car. Way down to... There you go. Sends it right into turn 1. And waits to lift off to take it into turn 2. And now he'll go through the uphill S's section. Very, very famous. Very fun to drive. In years past, it's been you steer with the throttle. I wonder if that's any different in these cars. Into Degner 1 and Degner 2. Turner keeping some good momentum up through these corners and brings his car up to Spoon corner. Oh shit, no, this is a hairpin. Spoon's the next one. So it goes to the hairpin. And now he'll do the long run up to Spoon. Throws it in there. Has the curb on the outside to help him. And then the second part of Spoon is a little bit trickier. And now he'll do the long run, straight line mode, enabled on the run down to 130R. Running out of battery here, and we'll take it break at the 100. So where overtake mode is enabled, and then straight mode. First lap of the day is a 130 flat. Airborne Tiger tops him with a 130.8. 130.1 from Mr. Obese Mode. As we'll start to get a couple of drivers throwing their cars across the line. I believe it's a Ferrari next. No, it's an Audi Balzerga 130.2. Balzerga always in the mix. Good to see Obese Mode contending here. And Kobe Plays will just stomp all over that time. A 129.0. Let's put him a second clear of anyone else and everyone else. Got FBI agent slotting in, P5. I think with the new regulations and kind of a new game with an asterisk there, of course, we could see a bit of a shakeup in the order. So very interested to see how that all plays out over the next few months. season 17. Get a diggity across the line. Thank you, Ramsey. Happy viewing to you. A couple of others coming through. I believe this is P-Dog. Peyton jumps into P7 just ahead of his teammate. We have E-Diggity, P11, and Arnie the Goat, who I believe had a couple of preseason races. I haven't been able to see him in action yet. 131.5 is this first lap. Gibby, 130.8. He trying to stay out of the way. Dragging the McLaren through the sand. We got Spin and Win in this one. Ghost Viper on a push lap. An old friend Wreck Driver, full time for the V-Carb this season. Welcome back, Wreck Driver. That was Lucas jumping to P8. New face for me as well. Matches P-Dog. HK gets a lap of sorts. Has plenty of time to find. Maybe a bit of a warm-up lap for him. And Ghost Viper heading to the final chicane. I imagine we'll see a lot of opportunities here for overtakes. And Ghost Viper to P3, just behind Lord Pax, Lord Zenbrab, who sits P2 in his Ferrari. Great lap from him. We have Laser Sharker, another new face. Welcome. And Wreck headed down towards Spoon. And now just not a lot of battery left for him. Though I think he's not really pushing too hard on. Yeah. It's completely out of battery. Where is he going to put it? It could be a 130 some. Be a 131.2, we'll call that. P16. And HK, there we go. That's more of what we expected from him. 129.6 puts him P2. So provisionally on the front row. Still about 10 minutes left in this one. Laser Sharker, 113.7 at the Sector 2 split. Navigates his Audi through the final chicane, back on the throttle, and he'll cut all the way to the inside. It's a 131.4. Still some time to find for him. Spin and Win, 112.7 at the split, so I believe that's a second faster. Is he spinning or winning today? 130.7 puts him P12. Guess somewhere in the middle. I thought Gibby was pushing on. He's getting his tires warmed up on the mediums. Just trying to turn in a couple consistent laps. Okay, probably an in-lap Kobe starting a hot lap on 29 flat. Still the fastest lap of the session by over 6/10. Yep, Kobe, you're oh, any rain today? Let's see. I don't think so. Let me take a quick look at that, Frost. Nope, clear and dry. So nice and sunny here in Suzuka. We've got a couple of drivers missing from this one. I know Gord is unable to join us tonight, and Echo Alex put on quite a show last season after making the jump from Midweek Tier 2. And that was after dominating Midweek 2. Kobe has found 4/10 through 2 sectors somehow, so he'll break into the 128s. See if anyone can get close to that over the final 8 minutes of this session. Oh, he's invalidated. I think at the final corner, too. I think he cut a curb at the chicane. He will instead bring it in, so 128's not for you this time. Kobe plays. There he goes, Bazurga. I wanted to get to. He jumps to P6. That's a couple of spots. Pretty tight here from P5 to, I'll say, P9. Oh, Beast Mode finding time. He sits P8. Let's see where Arnie is. I think the yellows in this section have hurt his time. Well, he wasn't really pushing on. Anyway. Indeed, he was just behind him, 3.5 gain, trying to break into the top 15. Laser Sharker will get to the line first hits. That's a 7/10 gain. Diggity sits P17, and who else was it? Oh, Beast Mode to the line. He actually loses a bunch of time in the final sector. Or with the local yellows, it affects the overtake mode and the battery deployment, I believe. So during qualifying, you can get a little, ooh, big snap there. Holy hell from Mr. Obese Mode. Yeah, Frosty, I'll keep my mouth shut about that one, but I think I'm with you there. So Obese Mode have a huge snap. He sits P9. FBI agent is up to P2. I think that was somewhat recent. Avs is P3. HK is P4. And Pax sitting P5 as of now. Got distracted. Where was I going to go here? Pax jumps to P3. As soon as I jump away from him, he completes a lap. So Pax showing off his ability in these cars. Let's see if he's a contender this season. Let's jump to the bottom, catch some of these guys. Of course, as Alex F1 jumps to P11, so I was aiming for, and Marijuanizer gets a lap on the board. That's 131.5. Alex F1 joining his Haas teammate Arnie, at least for tonight, at the back of the top 10, top of the teens. Gibby jumps up the board to P13 as we're inside now 4.5 minutes to go. It's going to be a Williams next. Is HK pushing on at all? He is, but perhaps has lost out in the final sector. It's up about a quarter second at the split line. And instead bring it into the pit lane. Yeah, great showing for Pax here. Certainly surprising, though. Well, surprising to me. Pax has definitely been at the front and has won a couple of races here in midweek. But not over the past few seasons, so good for him. Showing off that pace we have seen before. See if P-Dog pushing on. I don't think so. Yeah, confirmed. Spin has found a lot of time through Sector 1, 5.5. So we come down to 3.5 minutes to go. We have 4 drivers on push laps or in laps. Make that 3 now. I think Gibby is about to join them in the pit lane. And drivers getting ready for their final attempt. See the Ferrari man. Not a lot of battery left. 5/10. It's a downshift. Trying to generate a little bit of power here. It's the right, the left, and all the way back to the right. 129.9. Good lap there from spin. Puts him P7. Let's check on wreck. I believe he had invalidated. Yep. A couple of outlaps now. We're going to go... Both McLarens are out on track. Let's go to... Oh, that's what it was. I saw his dot right at the crossover point on the map, and I thought he was further back in the lap than he was. Avs fan gets his final push in. He's going to have a lot of traffic in front of him through Sector 1. Sixth gear now down to fifth gear. Getting through the S's. Up into Dunlop, the uphill left-hander. Mercedes getting out of the way. It's a tough spot to get caught. Been in my fair share of accidents there. I think it was very early in my PRL career, actually. Avs now taking it through the hairpin. Wrapping the bottom. Back on the throttle. And gets through all the gears. Go through the hairpin in second. He's now up to seventh gear to run down towards Spoon. Oh, a lot of understeer will take it all the way to the outside. Tony, that back half of Spoon. Gotta be careful there. Could throw you for a loop, and now he's down. I think he'll use too much battery too early. See if he can get anything going on the run back to the line. He can't. He will take it to the pit lane instead. FBI. Whoa, okay. Slight increase for him. Trying to find who else is actively on a push. Balzerga is. I'm just hopping around trying to find, I believe HK, yep. Somebody just came across the line. I missed, I think it was Ediggity jumping to P12, splitting the Haas duo. Ghost Viper has invalidated. FBI agent comes to the line. He's the only one, well, we'll see. Loses out. Final sector does not improve. So he was going to say the other one possibly put up a fight to Kobe, but Pax is right there. HK to the line. He's found a 10th. It'll remain about a 10th. It'll jump to P4. Getting over Avs fans. So under the second row he goes. And Kobe plays. Will break into the 128s to 128.7. Just pulling away from the field here at the first qualifying of the season. Let's see if Airborne Tiger has something. We're going to have a bunch of drivers come across the line. Order will jump around a bit. Where will Airborne Tiger go? P9. He'll jump, spin, and win. Pax to the front row. 129.3. Good lap from him. Everyone that pretty much was running together for their final lap. Gibby jumping into the top 10. P9 for him. So much better lap here at the final stages of qualifying. I believe Ediggity is going to take it to the pit lane. Remember, the fastest way to get out of the session is to actually go across the line when you're on your end lap. Friendly reminder. And we'll pick through the starting grid for tonight's Grand Prix in a few moments. See a couple of drivers up in the top 8 or so that spent a lot of the session outside the top 10. Now we're going to wait for everyone to circulate. So Kobe plays a dominant performance on pole position by 6.5 tenths over Pax. Excellent showing from him. FBI Agent and HK will be on row 2. Avs Fan and Arnie on row 3. The Ghost Viper and Obese Mode on row 4. Then Gibby and Airborne Tiger, American Duo on row 5. At Spinowin, Balzerga, Ediggity, Alex F1, Lucas, P-Dog, Turner, Laser Sharker, Wreck Driver, and Marijuanizer, rounding out your 20-car grid. Yeah, Kobe's really showing out here. I'm trying to remember how he did in Sunday Tier 1 last season, but he was certainly in the mix with Beanie and Joe and that tier of driver. You had a lot of P2s in Sunday tier last season, so he can certainly hang. Fascinated to see if anyone has an answer for him here in the Grand Prix. No formation lap for now this season. Apparently there's quite a bit of glitchiness with the formation lap, so we'll hop right into it. Check the tires. As a commentator, I like having a formation lap because I can get everything set to my liking before the lights go out, but I will just panic hit my controller instead as everyone gets to the grid. So earlier I had mentioned the parity of Midweek Tier 1 last season. I do have the numbers in front of me. Set a Midweek Tier record for most podium finishers in a season. We had 16 different drivers on the podium. We also tied a record for the most pole sitters in a season with 8. That matches season 15. Don't want to extrapolate too hard from one session, but it seems like Kobe is in the driver's seat so far, season 17. Still so much season left to go, of course. And here we are. 5 red lights are off, and we are underway for season 17. Cars fanning out all over the place. I'll get everything set up in a few moments. Got a car wide. That's Avs Fan trying to keep it on the track through turn 2. As the field sorts it out among themselves. We do have a yellow Oh, I think the Cadillacs. Oh, and we have another car off. That's the other McLaren of Ediggity. Oh, another car off. That's Turner, I believe, going through a little on an exploratory mission of the sand. On the outside of Dunlop. Here we go. We'll go to position change for now, and then we'll hop into the tires. I believe it's going to be mediums and softs. Kobe out front, Pax chilling at P2. HK is up a spot. We're still getting settled here. Obese mode on the back of Arnie. This is P5 looking up at P4. Through 130R. And into the chicane. Will not attempt to move here. A bit too early. Valzerga was trying to get by Airborne Tiger for P8, and he's all over the curb, trying to hold on to it. Ghost Viper's going to take advantage of it and get around him. They're side by side, headed down towards turn 1. Valzerga will get back through. Some tight battling here at the back of the top 10. We see Lucas in P10 just behind. Spinowin is there as well. Out front, Kobe is pulling away now up to 1.7 seconds clear of Lord Pax. Spin will get by Lucas. Holds the inside line into the hairpin. And we'll get away with P10. Saw a wiggle just behind, and oh yeah, saw this battle brewing as well. This is still Ghost Viper and Balzerga still scrapping. So we're coming across the nose maybe just a bit. And this has allowed Airborne Tiger to kind of run away with P7. He'll get into a battle of his own with Avsfan, who backs out from a potential move on FBI. Quick look at those position changes after 2 full laps. Oh, I missed the HK incident. I just see now that he is last down 16 spots. Ediggity down 6, Gibby down 3, FBI down 3 as Avs does make the move on him. Biggest gainers, Wreck Driver up 5, up to P14. Obese Mode up 4, Lucas up 4. Arnie up 3 to P3 now. And P-Dog up 3 as well. Yeah, I missed what happened there to HK. Now at the rear of the field by about 4 seconds. Plenty of race left. And the AWS strategy says 2 soft, medium, soft, soft, which is a good time to look at the tires. I see mediums, I see Gibby on the softs, I see P-Dog, Laser Sharker, and Marijuanizer on hard. So all 3 compounds on the track right now. Obese Mode rips to the outside. Can he get clear? Good defensive move by Arnie, leaving just enough room on the outside, and Obese Mode will tuck in. This trio now on the back of Pax. You can see another move here into turn 1. Arnie tucked in. And now to the inside into turn 1. Very, very close wheel-to-wheel action as he got to the inside. Just missing contact there. Now I believe Wreck Driver's had an issue as he drops to the rear of the field. Continue to watch this scrap for P2. Arnie has made his way past. And holding on to it as we get through Sector 1. To another battle, spin and win. The Ferrari on your screen. And Ghost Viper Gibby just behind. Oh, I believe P-Dog has had an issue, and that brings out the low grip mode. Yep, oh, we see him. It was under the bridge as the full course safety car comes out. Yep, a full front wing missing. Getting out of Degner 2, I imagine he may have had some help. But sometimes you run a bit wide at Degner 2, it'll send you in towards the wall on the inside as you go underneath the bridge. And now P-Dog just trying to lip it around. Let's see how many takers we have on pit road. That's pretty much everyone so far. 4 laps into the race. Airborne Tiger wants to stay out. He'll move into the lead. FBI agent stays out with him. So does Alex F1 and Laser Sharker, who's on those hard tires. Everyone else coming in. A lot of drivers going onto the hards. Ghost Viper in spin onto mediums. P-Dog onto mediums as well. So we'll take a quick look. So Ghost Viper and spin go medium, medium. Gibby goes soft, medium. And Peyton goes hard, medium. Everyone else going medium, hard. Oh, Marijuanizer, excuse me. Hard to hard. So everyone expecting another pit stop, it seems. Just got a number of drivers go onto the same compound. So a long way to go in this race. I imagine fresh hards right now could take you into, I want to say lap 20, lap 21. Sprint to the end afterwards. So now with the pit cycle behind the safety car, 4 drivers staying out and grabbing some spots as a result. So I took a little break to finish off a Gatorade. Still stupidly hot here in southern United States. Waiting for the safety car period to finish. Hopefully it'll be this lap as the field is bunched up. Airborne Tiger leads. Fun fact, he has the most podiums of anyone in Midweek 1/Midweek history who doesn't have a win. So still looking for his first win. But has 8 podiums to his name and a pole position in Midweek/Midweek 1. Maybe today is the day. Never know. He's just ahead of the driver that has the second most podiums in Midweek 1 history, FBI agent. He has 21 podiums. Looks like we'll have another lap behind the safety car. It's going to be like Silverstone last weekend, which was complete BS, but some other notable drivers on that podium list, or near the top of that podium list. Well, one of them's in the race. Third most is Spin and Win with 17 podiums in the tier. With 16 podiums is yours truly, Hoop BK. I'm a P3 merchant in this tier. Ramsey, if Ramsey's still around, has 15 of them. A couple of the drivers that are not with us today, T. Stiggy and Furzy, 14 and 13. Same with Llama, who I believe is full-time this season. He has 10. And also with 10 was today's pole sitter, Kobe Plays. Just a little bit of history there. I spend way too much time tracking this stuff, so I might as well share it with people. Oh yeah, forgot to mention who the driver at the very top of that board. I think we could have guessed. Gord Sauce has 55 podiums in this tier. So FBI agent, still a long way to go, but it's actually catching him on poles rather quickly. FBI is 13, Gord is 20, and Spin and Win has 11. Now, hopefully we will go green this time. There we go. We get the message. Safety car will be in this lap, and it'll leave Airborne Tiger to lead the field through the final sector. So get those tires up to temp. Bit of a checkup through 130R. I don't think there was any collisions or anything. Just a bit of a bunching up here. And Airborne Tiger out of the final chicane and onto the throttle. Leads them back to green. So boost mode, overtake, straight line mode, all enabled here. But we get some side by side. This is Laser Sharker trying to hold off guys on fresher tires. Laser 7-lap old hards, and Arnie and company, brand new hards, starting their first green flag lap with these tires. Ooh, big slide there off of Degner 2. So just the line of cars. Kind of misses the apex, as now we see Kobe get side by side nearly with Arnie. We'll have to follow behind him. Tries the other side. Gone inside, now outside. He's going to try to keep momentum around. Nope, he goes back to the inside and up and under and under and up. Maybe a little tap as he makes his way through. Kobe Plays up to P5. Alex F1 gaining on FBI agent for P2. Keeps a lot of momentum through 130R. Tries to stay alongside through the chicane. Clean racing here, hard but fair, and Alex will push his way by into P2. Laser Sharker, yeah, is hunted right now by Kobe Plays. He knows what's coming. Kobe to the inside and will move to P4. So now we have a breach. Those that had stayed out are now being breached by those who came in for new tires. Arnie wants to be next. And Kobe already on the attack on FBI agent in P3. Ooh, a bit of a dive, but the door was left open. Arnie sends it to the inside of the hairpin. Laser Sharker had left the door open for him. And Arnie moves to P5. Ahead, we see Kobe trying to fill out a move on FBI agent. Isn't able to pull the same up and under, up and under that he did on Arnie a lap ago. See if it's going to be a 130R move. He knows he probably shouldn't go to the inside here. And Kobe makes his way past. Alex F1 has caught Airborne Tiger for the lead. We see that battle just ahead. So Kobe to P3. Alex all over the back of Airborne Tigers. We head to lap 10. Going to dump some battery, whatever he has left. Gets to the inside and gets clear of the Alpine. Alex F1 leads this race now. I think that's the third different leader of this one. Have a yellow. I think that's Avs fan. Unfortunate for him. See us tumble down the order. Now trying to hold on to a spot against P-Dog. That'll be P19. That's kind of broken up the field just a touch. But I guess the field was already a little broken up before. FBI to the inside, and Arnie just misses the corner. Laser Sharker is going to get by him. As Kobe moves up into P2 past Airborne Tiger. Sharker almost got by, but Arnie returned the favor to return to P5. We'll go back to the front. This is a look at Kobe blasting his way by Alex F1 and returning to the lead of this one. Phase 3, nearly 2 seconds clear of P4. Let's see if Kobe can just kind of take off from here. See a couple good battles in the back here. Laser Sharker trying to get by FBI, who lost the position to Arnie. Pax and Obese Mode were side by side down the front straight. Spin and win right there as well. So a bit of a Ferrari, well, an Aston Martin sandwich with Ferrari bread. 7th, 8th, and 9th. Balzerga lurking as well. Gibby and Ghost Viper. And Lucas as well, P13 in the Red Bull. So from P5 to P13, all within a second of each other. Or within a second of the car in front. FBI to the inside of Sharker. It's going to be a drag race out of the hairpin. Who can get to Spoon first with the preferred line? Look at that, side by side, wheel to wheel. So FBI agent loses out there. I think Sharker may have not quite left enough room for him. Good job by the Mercedes man, holding, well, keeping the car from not hitting anything major and not losing control other than the slide. He's going to lose all those spots and fall to P13. We see Lucas pick up the first time pen of the race. HK trying to charge his way back through, just put down the fastest lap of the race. He's trying to join this group. So we get a bunch of moves here. Balzerga getting by his teammate. Pax and Spin going at it as well. So battle of teammates here in the top 10. Gibby makes his way by. And now HK will make his way by before he gets to Dunlop. He's trying to get back through the field. We saw FBI agent come into the pit lane. He was one of those 4 cars that stayed out. He will now put on the hard tires. So perhaps trying 11 and 16 for the one stop. That's certainly viable. Certainly viable. So maybe that shows what Alex and Airborne Tiger will try to do this lap, or perhaps the next. Kobe now 1.3, 1.4 clear of Alex. Airborne just behind. Keeps a lot of momentum through 130R. Backs out. Big lifted coast into the chicane. Alex didn't really nail his line. Both of them will come to pit lane. So 12 laps. So both medium runners. Taking the mediums 12. That'll shuffle the order a bit. That'll put Ferraris, both of them, in the top 5. So Alex and Airborne come in together. They leave together. And unfortunately, with that slide, FBI agent not too close. Oh, no. So I guess there was a contact there as Airborne Tiger and Alex left together, and Alex had a little half spin into the S's. So perhaps side by side, perhaps a touch similar to FBI and Laser Sharker. There's some Ferrari action. We're on board with spin and win. Looking ahead at his teammate. Now we're at Balzerga, who gets pretty close under braking. Gibby just behind him. Now Ghost Viper will come into the pits as we watch Gibby get by for P6. Ghost Viper did come in on the safety car. I imagine it's going to be hards to the end from here. Oh, Alex. Cut the corner. 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and he will retire the car in the pit lane. Our first retirement of the season. Unfortunately, Alex has earned that dubious honor. I believe he's reserving this season anyway, but Pack still holding off spin for P4 on track. It has brought Gibby pretty close. So it's pretty much a two-car battle for a bit, and now they have some friends. Get some love here near the back of the field. This is Turner in the Cadillac trying to hold off E-Diggity. Go on board with him and look back at this. There's a pair of McLarens behind. See how much these guys are lifting and coasting before they get to the chicane, trying to regenerate some battery before the front straight. A couple more takers in the pit lane. Spin and win. HK. Avs fan. Spin and HK to the hards. Avs has to go all the way to the front before he makes his stop. And I think there's some wing damage there. Yep, he'll get a new wing fixed to the front of his car, and he'll go mediums. So leaves Pax all by as lonesome, no friend nearby. Laser Sharker 2 seconds behind, and Balzerga, his teammate, a half second behind him. Got a couple more time pens coming through. So reshuffling has brought Marijuanizer into the top 10. And P-Dog is sitting 10th, trying to track him down. The Alpine driver brought out the lone safety car of this race. A spin out of Degner 2 under the bridge. On 10-lap-old mediums. Gibby is the other driver on 10-lap-old mediums, but he pits this time. So probably another lap or two for P-Dog. He gets the inside of Marijuanizer. He'll jump into P8. So we've had some drivers pit twice, some drivers pit once, and one driver, Laser Sharker, who is yet to pit in this race. He's fully committed to the one stop, starting on the hard tire. Going to swap to the mediums. Could be this lap even, but he may go another lap or two. Here's a wreck driver trying to track down Turner. He's within 7/10. We also have Airborne Tiger I'm cutting to here because he is the lead car of those who have pit under green. Bit of an undercut. Just 3-lap-old hards. Trying to get by Diggity. Yeah, Laser Sharker will come in and will speed in the pit lane. 10-second penalty coming his way. So making his first stop. With some unfortunate consequence here. Airborne Tiger trying to get into clean air. Sends it by the McLaren, tries to respond at turn 2. But Airborne Tiger will move into P11 cleanly. Laser Sharker comes out just behind Gibby. We'll go to Wreck, who's, attached to the rear into Dagner 1. Looking at Turner ahead. P10 looking up at P9. Another good opportunity here into the hairpin. Good placement by Turner. Try a big speed difference here. We'll get alongside as we head down towards Spoon. Will be enough to make a move. Side by side. Has to back out as the car was washing wide. Did not want to get it to his fellow competitor. So I'll set him back a little bit. We'll have another chance at it in the next few corners. Big lift to a lift at the 150. And just kind of let the momentum carry him through the corner. Great way to regenerate some battery. And Turner going super defensive through the final corner. Can he use enough battery to get by? As Diggity and Lucas come into the pit lane. They'll both put on medium tires, I believe. It's about a 10-lap sprint to the end from here. Yep, medium tires for him. Checking in on our leader, Kobe is now nearly 6 seconds clear of Arnie the Goat. He was holding Mr. Obese Mode back for the time being. He's going to have an opportunity soon. I still think everyone in the top 9 may need to pit again. I think in the next 3 or 4 laps, you're really going to start feeling it. And you may just need another pit stop. Well, let's see if anyone's trying to save some tires. And possibly stretch this into a Herculean 22, 23 lap stint on the hard tire. On board with obese mode. I'm not sure what the time loss is in the pit lane, but showing time to leader just to, in case someone is watching and actually knows how much time you lose here. That's Suzuka. Come back to that battle in a bit. Still have P-Dog and Marijuanizer going at it. Alpine versus Cadillac. And Turner and Wreck. So in close proximity. And Airborne Tiger here as well. Still the lead car of those who have pit under green. He's ahead of Spin and Win by 2.5 seconds. And now it's going to be ahead of HK by 2.5 seconds as HK makes his way by on the run over to Spoon. Gibby has gotten clear of Laser Sharker. FBI and Lucas going at it. Lucas much fresher tires. And that slide has really hurt FBI's race prospects. It might be like a P10, P12 when it all settles. Still going at it for the spot though. Does not give it up easily. Airborne Tiger makes it by both of them. Gets Wreck Driver with one and Turner with the other. So into P8. And now I'm wondering if this could turn into a battle for the win. If Kobe does need to pit. So I got distracted there. A quick look at penalties. 3s for Airborne Tiger and Lucas. So that may affect that battle near the top for Airborne Tiger. And Laser Sharker 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. So still pretty tidy thus far, penalty-wise. Our leader has come across the line to start lap 21. So 7 to go. Of course, as I had just said, they were keeping it clean. Balzerga, it's probably about that time of race. Balzerga joins a very exclusive club. So we know who isn't trying to take it all the way. Marijuanizer will hop into that very first pit box and put on the medium tire. Wreck Driver doing the same. 16 laps now onto the soft. So I think we're in soft territory. If you're really trying to maximize. HK joined the club as well. Saw that pop up on your screen. He has a 3-second time penalty. Still trying to chase down Turner. We're going to hop up to this battle. Obese mode within 1/4 of a second. Playing with the throttle to get through the back half of Spoon. And HK does make it by Turner. Now has a little bit of clean air in front of him. 3 seconds up the road to Airborne Tiger. Similar tires. But HK, one of the fastest guys in the tier. It's nice to see him finally break through last season with 2 victories. So Turner lost spots to guys on new tires. Spin and Win is going to be next. Does he send it? Not quite. Good decision there to back out. Just really trying to find the run, keeping the momentum. A little tap. This Turner has to back out a little at the apex. Oh, and another tap. So Smith obviously faster right now. None of those intentional, but he's able to carry a lot more momentum through the S's. And he feels time slipping away as he's behind a driver on 17-lap-old hards. I think he's going to get a chance here into Spoon. He's able to hold the bottom a little bit better, and he's going to get a good run out. Jumping some battery. And now we'll get clear of Turner. Gets into the preferred line and moves to P9. Kobe into the pit lane, so he was not able to take it all the way. 18 laps. Probably a soft sprint to the end here. That moves Arnie the Goat and Obese Mode into the top two. Now a battle for the lead between these two. Will they have to do the same thing in the coming laps, or are they trying to stretch it? With how aggressive they have been against each other, I'm not sure you can save it at this point. You may need to box. Kobe comes out P5. That's 6 seconds clear of Airborne Tiger, 3.5 seconds clear of P-Dog, and 5 seconds behind Balzerga. So even if the others don't pit, Kobe may be able to throw in some ridiculous qualifying laps over the last 5 to go and still catch them. He's about 10 seconds, 11 seconds behind the leader, and he knows he needs to make a move quickly on Balzerga if he wants that possibility to remain open. He gets around the outside, fresh, soft rubber, 18-lap-old hards, no contest. Somebody... Yep, Marijuanizer, fresh mediums, fastest lap 131.0. I imagine Kobe is about to destroy that. Not this lap, but the next lap, his first full green lap. Got a yellow out. And some movement in the midfield. Is it Gibby? Yep, Gibby missing an end plate coming out of Spoon. Tough race for him today. Arnie and Obese Mode still going at it. 4 laps to go for them. They must be pushing it now. And it's like at this point, just try to be within 2 seconds of Kobe plays on average for the last 4 laps, and you can hold on to a win. But they also are fighting each other as Obese Mode gets to the inside. Now the outside. And will take the lead as they go through the hairpin. Kobe made his way past Balzerga. It's 3 seconds and quickly coming down to Pax up ahead at P3. Tell you, qualifying laps for Kobe, our defending champion. Trying to start his season off with a sweep of qualifying, probably fastest lap and the victory. But he has 8.5 seconds and just 4 laps to do it. That's some great action between Arnie and Obese Mode. They are not thinking about Kobe back there. They know the race is with each other right now, and that there's nothing they can do about Kobe. He's now within 8 seconds. They were side by side into the chicane. Now nearly side by side through turn 1. Obese Mode nearly giving a little love tap through turn 2. Now, about 6.5 seconds. Oh, Kobe did not get fastest lap that last time around. A 1:31.2 though. See, it says fastest lap. I wish it also showed last lap here. Kobe gets, well, he hasn't quite gotten by Pax just yet. Still side by side as we head down towards Spoon. Pax not willing to make it easy for him. Kobe goes a bit deep, but we'll get this position. Now 5.5 seconds up the road. Coming to 2 to go. I think he's going to run out of time. It is going to be close, but right now Arnie in obese mode. The race could be just between these two. Big snap there from the Aston Martin. Five and a half seconds back to Kobe. And just 0.2 separating these two at the very front. Ooh, made himself known that he was going to the inside. Arnie kind of left some space. I think it was more trying to bluff him out of the preferred line than anything. As we cut through Spoon, they've got about 1 1/3 laps to go here in our season opener. Thrilling battle for the win here. Kobe Plays led a lot of this one. I'm not sure he's going to have enough time to the late pit stop. He's been backing out. I think he knows he has really like one good shot, because if he does it too early, he's just going to get passed again. Really fighting. You see the graining on these tires as we take the white flag. Has dumped all battery trying to get to the back of Arnie. Arnie runs a bit wide. That door closes, though, for the Aston Martin driver. Arnie, a bit more battery to work with. And Obispo must have found the grass a little bit. We saw it on that right front tire. Goes a deep into Degner, too. I think he's starting to struggle a little bit more. Amazing that they've taken care of the tires this long. I did not think that anyone was going to be able to make it 23 laps on these hard tires. I really didn't think anyone was going to make it 23 laps on these medium tires. P-Dog. Gotta give him a shout there. Out of Spoon. One big braking zone left in obese mode. Runs wide and picks up a time penalty for track limits. Very unfortunate there. So will he still try to send it on Arnie just because he can? No. Arnie, in I believe his first official start in Midweek 1. Welcome to PRL, bud. Welcome to Midweek 1. You are the winner here. Kobe Plays will get second because of that penalty to obese mode. That late pit stop just couldn't quite get back to him. Great day for Pax. No, he started P2. Ran in the top 5 all day. He gets 4th. And Balzerga, no. P-Dog. P5. 23 laps on the mediums. That's incredible. Because of the time pens, Balzerga drops to 6th. HK, good recovery after an early incident, gets 7th. Airborne Tiger is 8th. Spin and Win, top 10, he's P9. And Turner, in his Midweek 1 debut, gets P10. FBI agent, 11th. He had a half spin and took a pit stop. Kind of took him out of the running for a bit. We'll get through the entirety of our results in a few moments' time. So Arnie takes his spot at the top of the podium. Congratulations to him. As we take a look at some accolades here. Uh-oh. Am I about to get EA'd? That's no bueno. Just wanted to see who was named Driver of the Day. I'd probably go with Arnie or with P-Dog. Oh, crap. All right, here we go. Arnie, fastest lap goes to Gibby. A driver of the day goes to P-Dog. Laser Sharker gets most overtakes. Cleanest driver goes to Kobe Plays. I got through our top 10. It was Arnie, Kobe, Obese Mode, Pax. I am going to skip down, so I went through the top 10 already. FBI Agent, Marijuanizer, Laser Sharker, Lucas, Ghost Vipery, Diggity, Wreck Driver, Avs, Gibby, and Alex F1, your lone retirement. All right, and I have been booted from online. So that has been the premiere. Great way to kick off the season. Fantastic battle. Let's see where we are next week. I imagine I'll be covering Midweek 2 next week to give them some love. It'll probably be a lot of alternating, at least to start this season, as we kind of let the storylines unfold for each of the tiers. Next week, July 15th, we will be at Interlagos, which I believe was the penultimate round last season, and now the second round this season. Always a fun one, always a chance of rain. So we'll see you same place, same time, next week. I have been Hoopy K, and have a great night, PRL.